Well, it's almost over, everyone. You've all done very well. Thank you very much for coming. Please do get my book. I think there are one or two of you who hadn't got to that yet. Some of you have 2 copies, might like to share. Fun fact, the book is published by Simon & Schuster, the publishing company. They're owned by a parent company called Paramount Global. And I've worked with Paramount before. They're great editors. Published by Simon & Schuster, distributed by a company called HarperCollins, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch. You can also see me in a TV show called Deadlock on Amazon Prime, which is owned by Jeff Bezos, who's a billionaire, and in that show I play a cop. Capitalism sucks. Please support my career. So, the Queen died on the 8th of September, 2022. R.I.P. 3 weeks after that, about 6 weeks after she turned 100, so did my gran Nola. We suspect foul play. Guys, she was 100. Hello? Do you remember? Some of you look at me like, wow, what a twist. This is incredible narrative work here from Ballard. No, she passed away and it was very sad. She was my last surviving grandparent. And even though she lived a long time, it was still sad to see her go. I love my gran very much. I know she loved me too. Now, that's not to say there wasn't some weirdness in our relationship. She was 100 years old, I'm 34. It's quite a gap. Every now and again, it felt like I didn't really maybe always connect or know who my gran was. You know, did I know my gran? We met through my dad. It's kind of a friend of a friend situation, you know? I could always tell how little we had in common whenever I'd call her in the nursing home, right? I tried to be a good grandson, I'd call her up, and just nothing to say. I can't tell her about my life. My life is having sex with my boyfriend, doing drugs, and doing horrible comedy about how I suck dick and do drugs. She doesn't need to hear that shit. Yes, Gran, many cocks. Many cocks in many holes. I'll try not to get monkeypox, yes. The recording went well, thank you. I think the audience wished it went longer. Yeah, I broke a stand. And that what she gave me? she didn't. All right, Gran, love you, I'll let you go. So that's how I used to wrap up conversations with her. Love you, Gran, I'll let you go. I know you're flat out in there, I'll let you go. Dude, sometimes she gave me the wrap up. She went, all right, Tom, thanks for calling. See, how shit is my conversation that a 100-year-old woman in a nursing home is going, all right, see ya, fucking hell, what a punish. Rather listen to the groaning than that shit, fucking hell. But yes, my gran passed away and we mourned for her privately as a family. We had a funeral. We kept it pretty low-key, unlike some people. We decided against Westminster Abbey in the end. The ABC didn't cover it. McDonald's offered. We said, no, leave them up. Gay saunas carried on as per. I checked. Because that's our society, right? This woman gets born into the ruling class and the aristocracy, she dies, it's the end of the fucking world. Ordinary, decent, working class person like my gran passes away and just the Tuesday. I thought maybe I should try and rectify that balance a little bit. Maybe I should, dedicate this show to the memory of my gran. And then I thought, no, she would have hated this. I cannot express to you how much this was not her cup of tea. She didn't like swearing or blasphemy. She would have hated the gay stuff. She voted no to marriage equality. And, guys, it's fine. We won and she's dead. And, no, that's not cool. She didn't have Paramount Plus. And she quite liked the royal family. She got a letter from the Queen for turning 100. Remember, we had a big party for her 100th birthday. She got the letter, I remember her reading it. It said, Mrs. Ballard, I am pleased to hear that you are celebrating your 100th birthday. My sincere congratulations and best wishes on this very special day. Sent from my iPad. And I remember watching my gran read that letter at that party, and she started to cry. And she said, this little whippersnapper's not going to last the winter. She's weak. Look at the handwriting. See, that's the kind of joke she would have hated. So no, this show is not dedicated to my gran specifically, but it is my little way of remembering who she was. She was born Nola Eveline Neelands in 1922. When she was 10 years old, she was isolated in the hospital for 3 months during the scarlet fever epidemic. She turned 18 in 1940. She taught herself how to drive. She'd later teach my grandpa Ron how to drive as well. Her father fought in World War I. She lost a brother in World War II. She raised 3 kids and worked on a farm. She was amazing at canasta, and she was a beast at table tennis. Oh, she'd fuck you up. She was great. Probably my favourite thing about my gran is that at no point in her life did she give millions of pounds to her son's civil sexual assault case after he'd been credibly accused of paedophilic abuse during the years in which he travelled the world with a billionaire sex trafficking monster. Not once, guys. She didn't do that once. Nor did she conspire to kill her daughter-in-law and make it look like an accident. Okay, so... she was a pretty cool lady. Fuck the monarchy. Call your gran. Thank you for coming. Good night.